Today we are going to see about something like in virtual reality how to convert 2D to 3D and any other kind of 3D models by using a geometric models. There are a lot of things to do for that, especially for the industries of 2D and 3D animations. They have used it, and they have a lot of tools, predefined tools to do for the same. But that tools, how it is useful and how really it is the tools are developed at the time, and what actually logics and what the kind of mathematical models they have followed to create the tools. So these are the things we are going to cover about this whole unit. So the content of the second unit is from 2D to 3D and 3D space curves and 3D boundary representation and frames of the reference, modeling transformation, instances, picking, flying, scaling of the virtual environment, collision detections, interactions, and the virtual environment and computer environment via technology, modes of the interaction via systems. So this is the, compared to the first unit, this is not a big unit, but these have a lot of mathematical things and everything. So first we are going to see about 2D to 3D. Directly we can go for the content. So first of all, what is the geometric modeling? So the geometric modeling is something like building the object in a real world, and whatever the object in the real world, we have to build that those kind of objects in same as the real world. So kind of a detailed plan, support to structure, redundancy. Redundancy means exact to the position and finer details of the object. So we have some kind of examples, like just like a posters, and these things also is comes under the geometric modeling. Poster of the shapes and drawing of the shapes, paintings, and everything is comes under the geometric modeling. And virtual world 3D computer graphics. um, for 3D computer graphics, we can have the in the virtual world. So that for that we need kind of regulation. So we need a kind of exact thing, what to do for a modeling, especially for modeling, whether the 2D modeling or 3D modeling. So what kind of modeling we have to do it. So these things, it comes under the virtual world. So there is a regulations and graphic, the gravitational field. Especially initially there is no need of building regulations, and there is no need of gravitational, the gravitational field. But after that, we will be doing with by using the tools and mathematical models, we will be doing for the virtual world thing. So these are the geometric modeling are there to replicate the actual nature of the physics, physical attributes. So first, 3D modeling. So 3D modeling is how to link the elements between the one element to another element, how to control the degrees of traversal, how it is actually moving from one corner to one other to another, and constraints and controlling of angles and rotations, and finally computer aided drawing or design systems. So directly we can go for 2D to 3D model. 3D model is geometric features of the physical world, that's called the 3D dimension. That's the 3 dimension, and it is moving from n dimension to n plus 1 dimension. So for example, whatever the dimension, maybe a 2D, whatever the dimension, it is plus 1 dimension it is moving. Then it is introducing an extra dimension, yes, and moving from n dimension to n minus 1 dimension, because when it is comes under the projection, we have to reduce the one dimension. So whenever we are going for a extra dimension, then we have to add with one dimension. But when you are going for a projection, that involves n minus one dimension. So from that, how to convert 2D data to 3D data by introducing a third parameter, and how the vertex and these things associate with by using z coordinates. So these are the things are there for 2D to 3D. So this is a small example of 2D to 3D, which is having a x and y axis of a 2D, and if you could see that x, y, z axis in a 3D. So in a 3D shape is converted into 3D lemma by assigning every vertex as a 0 z coordinate. You can see that from, I mean, initially we can convert into 2D to 3D, but even though what actually it is equal to that. So the x coordinate is equal to y coordinate. I mean x 3D coordinate is equal to the y 2D coordinate, and y 3D coordinate is equal to 0. That is, there is no coordinate over there, but z 3D coordinate is equal to the x 2D coordinate. So this is what the diagram is. I mean, you can have only x and y in a 3D. I mean, it is start from actually which is called x and y if in the 2D, but here whenever comes to 3D, it comes under x and z. So x and z means for x x 3D is equal to y of 2D, and y 3D is equal to 0, and z of 3D is equal to x 2D. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. And from, so this is what we can say that 3D lemma is equal to x equal to y, and x 3D is equal to y 2D, and y 3D is equal to 0, 0, 0.0, and z 3D is equal to x of 2D. So this is the first step of the 2D to 3D. How we are directly converting, because any one value only we can take. We cannot take every three values. So one value we have to take away. So here we are taking y coordinate, and x and z is we are taking in. So that the diagram. So x and z will be here. Here y and x and y will be there. Here x and z will be there in a 3D. Okay, this is the actual diagram. Now extrusion. Extrusion means it is the die casting and extrusion. How we are doing it, especially for 2D to 3D. For example, we have one circle. In that circle, how we can make it a ball? Okay, for that we have to do so many things. First of all, we have to extract it, right? We have to extract it something. Then we have to make it shape. Then we can make it kind of the 3D model. So maybe the front and back, or only half of the circle and half of the ball. So anything we can do it. Okay, so we can do the vertex sequence of clockwise as well as anti-clockwise, and after the rotating or after the extraction, we need to fill it based on the shape. So I will show the diagram. You can easily getting it. The diagram is you can see that in the right hand side was created by extending the cross section shown from the left hand side. So actually the left hand side is the presence of x and y axis between that x and y axis, but we are extending the z axis. Then we are creating the 3D model. Okay, so this is called extrusion. Okay, then the next one, yeah, this same kind of extrusion can be happen even the shapes. Okay, even a single shape or multiple shapes. Here we actually the multiple shape, here actually stairs, but here we have a rectangle. The rectangle we are moving, and we are converting into from 2D to 3D. Here it's somewhat different. Actually we are extracted, but after that we are rotating. You could see that from here Actually, if we are rotating the corners, this corner only we are just rotating. Okay, so that's way yeah, other polygon is coming, but that polygon is not the same kind of polygon of the 2D model. Okay, the 2D model after that, this is also 3D only, but we have different faces and vertex. Yeah, this is what complete extraction. Next one is sweep surface. So sweep surface is, first of all we go for diagram, then I will explain it. So this diagram, if you could see the diagram, the same way the stairs, but the stairs is not directly taken from the 2D to 3D. We are just converting and rotating from x-axis, y-axis to z-axis. Okay, so that way we can have a clockwise sequence and anti-clockwise sequence also. We can rotate the round shape also, we can do it, and there is a continuous surface resulting as long as the shape return to its original form. So if we rotate once, then it will come to the original form. Whenever we are completing the 180-degree, then it will come to the original form. Okay, so that way we can do it. But in our previous portion, this diagram we cannot have that. If we don't have rotation here, but here we have a rotation. So once we complete the clockwise rotation, then we will have the same portion which is we are starting at the time. But this is the something, yeah, this is what I told you. This is a polygon, and from the polygon we are rotating from the x and y axis and then completing to the same where actually we started. So now we are getting the kind of torus. This is called as torus, and so we have getting the complete rotation, and we are getting the 3D shapes for that. So there are a lot of tools are available from the Google and the CAD and the Maya. There are a lot of tools are available to make a 2D to 3D animation things, especially for industry applications and film industry and 3D movie making. So these things they are using for this kind of because since we are this is a very basic thing, but in the tool we just do the, by using the mouse we can do anything about from 2D to 3D. Once we have a 2D shapes, then we can easily convert it to 3D shapes. Okay, but anyway, from the next class I plan to give a small demo about a 2D to 3D rotation by using a online tool. Okay, so if you want to try also you can try. And the next one, the same topic from 2D to 3D, arbitrary polygonal objects. So first we go for diagram. So this diagram is something like an aircraft. The model is similar to the aircraft initially, and after that we have to extract it. We have to use the multiple dimension and multiple geometrical things we should use it. So this is the first model, and the second model we are just adding. If it is the C model is the initial model, then D model is the destination model, and same for E model is the initial model, then after the rotation F is the destination model. So we can have a n number of items to be added in terms of right and left angle rotation, or front and back rotation, or front side back side rotation. So everything we have to convert it, but we have the one structure, one 3D structure. Okay, that 3D structure we have to draw first, then we can rotate it as per the need and as per the angle of from the project line or from the point of the angle where actually we are seeing it. Okay, so this is about arbitrary polygonal objects. So initially we have to draw the complete object, then from the complete object we can, if we want to add something, just here example, the only the front face of the aircraft is there, then afterwards we just extracting with the body, and here we don't have the wing, but we are extracting the wing from the example 3D model, and after that this is the top portion of the aircraft and this is the bottom portion of the aircraft. Okay, so this is the example of arbitrary polygonal objects. The next one, arbitrary polygonal object, in that we can have it by using yeah, surface geometry and yeah, for that how to convert it and how to fill it and how the model surface is detailly we can adjust it by terms of light and shadow and everything. Okay, that comes under the model prepared by a drawing of a mesh of triangles. Yes, triangles, and this is mesh of triangles. Actually the we are drawing each and every thing in detail, then size of model adjusted to capture the details of the model surface. Yeah, size also here is important. We just capturing from the detail of the model surface. Then each vertex of the mesh digitalized using the prop. The prop is actually here the measures of the 3D coordinates. So each and every vertex and faces will be aligned to the x, y and z axis, so that we can get the 3D model of the here actually we in our example here we have um, that aircraft. Okay, so that's the information is required to connect vertices into triangles or polygons is input manually. I mean, from the how do we are converting into the shapes from triangle to polygons. So this is the inputs we are giving us manually, then accordingly we can draw the objects of a 3D. Okay, so this is the whole about the 3D and 2D, from the 2D to 3D conversion. And arbitrary polygons is one of the model, and before that we have parameter, sorry, sweep surface is the rotation one, and this one is extraction. And extraction is actually we just extract from one shape to another shape by I mean here actually extracting from, yeah, x and y axis to z axis. Okay, we may have normally in the 2D we have x and y axis. Okay, whenever it comes to the 3D only we will have a z axis. So some people may write is from the y and z axis to x axis. Oh no, that is not actually you should not do it. We have to do it always with x and y axis. From that we have to extract with the z axis. Okay, hope you have understand it. So these are the three models from the 2D to 3D, and next video I will be giving some kind of example and small demo of the how to conversion of 2D to 3D by using online tools, and afterwards we will go for the next chapters. Okay, see you then, bye.